Hello, good morning. This is Tess. I am so excited to have you here, whether you're here with me live or you're maybe watching the replay. So these sessions are all about getting our bodies to move in the morning. They're on Wednesdays, so that hump day. And sometimes we have a bit of a slouch on Wednesdays. I don't know about you, but I definitely do. So these sessions are all about kind of pulling ourselves up and making us feel more positive and uplifted and not slouching in this middle of the week. Um, and so the sessions are free, or you can donate to a cause, right? And so depending on when you're watching this, if you're here with me live and the cause is Doctors Without Borders, but perhaps in the future, um, it will be something else. So if you watch the replay of this and you're like, what? That's not what she has, then that's why that's there. Um, and so my whole idea of doing this is to give back because I'm so grateful for what everyone gives me all the time. And also, I'm already doing this. Pretty much every morning, I get up and do some sort of yoga, movement, breath work, meditation. And so I thought, hey, why not just join you in with that at least one day of the week? So here we are, Wednesday mornings. To start off these classes, I I'm gonna choose a an affirmation. Okay, so one thing I've been working on lately with myself is, excuse me, my mindset, and I've been working on putting in positive affirmations into my life every day. And so, depending on what the day is, maybe it's one thing or another thing. And I've written out quite a long list of different affirmations. And so, for these sessions, I thought, hey, why not bring them in as well as part of that uplifting, positive aspect of it. So I have some affirmations here. I just have them written on some scraps of paper. um, so let's choose one. So why not this one? Um, I am powerful. I'm a powerful manifester. Okay. So if you want, you can bring that into your practice today along with me. Otherwise, you can use whatever affirmation that you're like, yeah, no, this is what I'm feeling more today. And I ask you to approach these sessions in a way that is beneficial for you. So maybe there's something that doesn't quite sit right with you. So I invite you to choose what does sit right? And this is true for any of the sessions you do with me. I'm very much about an embodied practice. And so you're not just doing what I say or what I do because I do it, right? The whole point is to feel your practice and to be a part of your practice. And so that your practice becomes a part of you, right? It's that beautiful relationship um, as we move forward. So I am powerful. I'm a powerful manifester. That is the uh, affirmation that I'm going to be using today. I invite you to do the same. Otherwise, choose whichever one you want. So these sessions are going to be split up into 3 different sections. Um, The first is just a gentle warm up of the body. Then we're going to move into some sun salutation, Surya Namaskara. Now, I will give you a couple different variations. So if you're like, no, that's not for me, then you can try something else. Or if you know, hey, this is the type of um, sun salutation that I want to do today, do your own, right? Like you could just show up and be here with me and you can do whatever you want to do. And then the last part of these sessions is a meditation. So I will take you through a meditation. So I'll have to think about something that fits with I am powerful. So let's get started. So we're going to start today on our feet. Um, if you have a mat, maybe coming into the center of your mat, If you don't have a mat, you're on a rug or a blanket or um, a towel or nothing at all, right? Um, Please find a comfortable position. Now, if at any moment you do want to use any props, please, please, please fit them into your practice. Um, and if you want to do this in a chair as well, you're more than welcome to do this in a chair. I have a video on YouTube that takes you through how to use a chair as part of your practice, and then also like a version of sun salutations um, that then you could do in the chair as well. So if you're interested in that, please go check that video out. And yeah, so as always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to answer them and here to help as best as possible. So let's get started. Coming, as I said, onto your feet or sitting tall in your chair if you're in a chair today. Maybe allowing your eyes to close, your gaze to soften. And just coming into the moment. So noticing where your body, maybe your feet touch the ground. Taking a moment to check in with your breath. And if it feels more comfortable for you to do that with your hand, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, I invite you to do that. This helps us come into the present moment, really connecting with our physical body. And to go along with our affirmation, right? I am powerful. Maybe repeat that to yourself a couple times right now. I am powerful. I am a powerful manifester. All right. So releasing the hands, and we're just going to let the head drop down, chin to chest, and maybe just taking the head side to side. So we're just going to start warming up our body little by little. So you can take these movements faster or slower. If you are doing this in the morning with me, then maybe slower is better, right? Especially in the morning, right? We're just starting to warm up the body. And the more you kind of go side to side, see if you can take your ear over to the shoulder a little bit more. And then the next time your ear comes over to the shoulder, we're actually going to reach the opposite arm up. So if your ear is coming down to your right shoulder, reach the left arm up over the head and kind of reach over the top of the head. And then bring it down, letting the chin roll back to the chest, to the other side of the shoulder, and then the other arm reaching over the top. Just kind of do this side to side. So once again, just kind of warming up the body here. So take it however it feels comfortable for you. And you can kind of swing the arms down and up, kind of getting some movement there in the shoulders and the arms. You can even take it around in a circle. So play around here. Switching it up. I really enjoy this sort of playful moments in the morning. Kind of exploring my body, seeing what's going on there. Good. All right, taking a little bit more time here, side to side, and then coming back to center. Okay, so from here, we're going to step our feet out, hands maybe on the hips. We're going to make some hip circles. Go around in circles, getting those hips and legs warmed up. So as we're doing this, our knees are gently bent, right? So we're getting some movement in our legs as well. It's not just in our hips. And, if you want, you can do this as like a dance move here, or you can really get into the legs, the hips. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now, but whatever is floating your boat in this moment. All right. And then coming back to center. So from here, we're going to bend one knee, and as we bend that knee, we're going to pivot on the other foot. We're going to reach the one arm up and the other arm back, and then we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to take the arm down, pivot up. And this is, starting to warm up our feet, continuing to warm up our arms, our spine, our legs. But it also kind of works on balance, right? Good little balance maneuvers here. And then maybe the next time you come over to one side, see what it's like to pause and lift the back foot up, practicing that balance a little bit more. And then coming down, switching to the other side, pausing, lifting, and going to the other side. So you can take longer pauses here, you can take shorter pauses. We'll kind of see what you're feeling right now. Once again, it's all about making this practice yours, playing around a bit. All right, one more on either side. And then coming back to center. All right, so from here, if it feels good, take a moment to make some ankle circles, wrist circles, making sure to go both ways, both feet. Just finishing up that nice little movement for our body before we go into our sun salutations. All right. So from here, I'm actually going to take off my sweater. It is warming up slightly. And coming to the top of your mat or the top of your space if you don't have a mat. Now we're going to do 2 different variations of sun salutations right now. The first variation is a little bit more gentle. It's also available for you if you are pregnant, because it gives you a little bit more space. It's a bit easier on the body. So if you're up for that, stick with that one. Otherwise, afterwards, I'm going to show you another variation that's a little bit more intense. You can switch it up however you like though. So if you want that little bit more intenseness, but you don't want the full intensity, or you want more intensity, right? As said before, this is about creating your practice. So do what feels good for you. So to start off with, we're going to bring our feet a little bit further than hip distance apart. Heels come in, toes point out. We're going to reach our arms up above our head. Take a nice deep breath in, then bring our hands together, exhaling hands down to heart center. Inhaling, lifting the arms up. And this time we're going to come down into a squat, into Malasana. So bending our knees, coming down. Now, if you notice the heels lifting up, that's okay. Your heels can lift up. If your heels want to stay down, they can stay down. If you want a block here, stay in a block. Maybe hands come between the, or arms come between the legs, hands to heart center, if that feels good. Or you can keep your hands on the ground. One breath here. Hands come on the ground, and then we're going to step our right knee back, and then our left knee back. Big toes together, knees apart. As we exhale, we're going to bring our hips back towards the heels. Our arms are nice and extended here, and we're going to keep our elbows hovering over the ground. So don't let them release down. Or, I mean, I guess you could if you want that. But if you want a little bit more strengthening here, we're going to let those elbows hover over just like a centimeter or so. And as we inhale, we're going to take our shoulders over our hands, lift up, exhaling to round the spine like a cat and come back down. So these are swooping cats. We're going to do that 4 more times. So rocking forward here. And now make sure too that your back isn't like releasing down. You're keeping a nice stable back here as you're coming, especially if you're pregnant, right? Really important that you keep stability in the back. And then coming forward, lifting up, rounding. All right, a couple more times. Or if you've already finished your 5, then making your way into a child's pose. So that could look like your bum sitting down, forehead on the ground. If you want a little bit more space and you have a block or a pillow, you can always bring your forehead onto a block or a pillow. If you don't have that, you can also bring your hands onto your forehead onto your fist, for example, or onto your hands. So just seeing what feels good for you. Taking one breath into the back of your body, really feeling the back ribs expand. And then on our next inhale, we're going to come forward. Our right foot is going to step to the outside of the right hand, and our left foot's going to step to the outside of the left hand. And then pressing into the feet, we're going to lift up here. Inhaling arms up to the sky. Exhaling hands to heart center. So now we're going to do the whole thing one more time on the opposite side. Inhaling, reaching. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Hands on the ground. Left knee steps back. Right knee steps back. Big toes together, knees apart. With your next exhale, taking the hips back. Inhaling to hover the elbows, bringing your shoulders over the hands. Exhaling to round the spine and come back. 4 more times. 5 in total. And I lost count there, so if you making your way to 5, making your way to child's pose after your 5. I think I may have done 6. And then inhaling, coming up. And then left foot steps to the outside of the left hand, right foot steps to the outside of the right hand. And with the strength of your legs, coming up. Now, if this is a little bit too much, you can always lift halfway up first and then walk your hands up as well. Inhaling to reach. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Okay, so we're going to do one more full sun salutation. So if that's the version that you want to stick with that one. Otherwise, we're going to bring our feet together. And you can also, try this one out and be like, yeah, and then go, no, okay? So our next version, inhaling, reaching arms up. Feet are together or a little bit apart, maybe about hip distance apart. Arms are reaching up, exhaling, forward folding, and see how this feels for you. You could roll down, you could swan dive down, bending your knees, however much you need to. Hands come on the ground. Inhaling, sending your right foot back. The knee can be lifted, the knee can be lowered, it's up to you. Left foot steps back, plank pose or half plank. And then exhaling, bringing the knees down if they're not already there. Chest and chin, coming into our 8-point pose or Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhaling into Cobra. Exhaling into Downward Facing Dog. Inhaling, right foot forward. Exhaling, left foot forward. With your next inhale, lifting up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale to reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot steps back or left knee, it's up to you. Hold your breath right. Exhaling, knee, chest, chin. Inhaling, cobra. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhaling, left foot forward. Keep one foot on the outside because we were doing on the outside before. Exhaling, right foot forward. Inhaling up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Great. So we're going to do one more version of whichever you want to do. So choose your potion. Inhaling to start. And I'm not going to say anything. So if you want to follow me, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, doing what works for you. So taking your time to come to the end. And if you already have, just standing there noticing the body, maybe noticing your heart rate, maybe noticing the temperature in your body has increased. From here, we're going to roll down and we're going to come into a comfortable position for meditation. Now, you can do this by lying on your back if you like. You could bring a pillow under your knees to support your knees. You could use blankets, whatever feels comfortable for you, to really make this yours. And if you like, you can also join me sitting up, maybe using a pillow to help lift the hips higher than the knees. This helps you relax a little bit more. It also can help keep the spine nice and lifted, nice and straight, I should say. So, play around a bit, see what works for you. And when you come into your comfortable position, allow your eyes to close or your gaze to soften. And just take a moment to notice your body as it is right now. No judgment. Just observing. Noticing the different points where your body and the surface beneath connect. Noticing your feet, your legs, your pelvis, your spine, your abdomen, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, your neck, your head, your face. Just noticing how everything is connected. And even though sometimes we have moments of struggle, we have moments of self-doubt, we feel pain or we're sad or frustrated, this is okay. It's completely normal to feel these emotions, these sensations. It's okay to sit with them and acknowledge them. Actually, it's important to sit with them and acknowledge them, love them, and then let them go. Acknowledging that you have the power to let go. Everything is a cycle, it's moving. Nothing is static. Nothing stays forever. And it's okay to let the things go that we no longer need. It's okay to accept things, new things into our life that we do that can benefit us, can benefit our loved ones, even if they're scary. You have the power to do whatever needs to be done to bring you happiness, joy. And there will still be moments of frustration, of anger, of sadness, of pain. But there will be more moments of beauty, of light, of feeling free and loved. And you have the power to manifest all of it. Start to bring your awareness back to your breath. Noticing the gentle movement of your breath within your body. Following that gentle movement out into your limbs, your arms, your legs. Finding movement in your hands, your feet, fingers, toes. Little by little, finding bigger movements in your arms and your legs, maybe taking your head side to side. Maybe finding a full body stretch. And if you are on your back, rolling onto your side, taking a moment there to come up when you're ready into your comfortable seated position. When you get there, if you would like to join me, breathing out all of the air in your body, to breathe in again, to reach the arms up, palms coming together, exhaling, hands down to the heart, heart to the hands. Taking a moment here to restate the affirmation. If it's the one that you joined in with me, I am powerful. I'm a powerful manifester. Take a little time here to send yourself some gratitude for showing up for you. And thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, and hopefully see you next week or anytime. Just make sure to reach out and I will be here to help as best as I can. Bye.